Hello friends, we start with our next analysis under initial condition topic, that is known as analysis of RL based circuits, in which we will apply the excitation. Till date we have seen three different type of conditions in RL, RC and again in RC circuit in excitation. Now we will see about the analysis of RL circuit with excitation. So still, if you have not subscribed, like and comment my channel, please subscribe it, like it, comment it and share with your friends. Once you subscribe it, it will be more easy for you to go through my all previous sessions. So since we know that this is one of the very important topics, so please follow my all videos in a sequential manner. We'll go through the number of problem solving sessions, the problems of all different type of exams like GATE, ES and PSU. So we will see here. So now first we start with the analysis of RL circuits with excitation. Okay. This is Vs, this is R, this is L. R and L is connected in series and it is excited by some voltage Vs having current some I. If I redraw this network with a switch condition, so it is something like this. Again, this is your inductor L, this is R and this is Vs. Now at t equal to 0, your switch will get closed. As I mentioned earlier in my video about t equal to 0, 0 negative and 0 positive, the same concept will be applicable here and we will try to understand this. Okay. So from this network, if you apply simply at t equal to 0, it is closed, yes. So you can say that if I apply a KVL here in this manner, so you can say that Vs is equal to R into the current flowing I plus of L di by dt, the voltage across the inductor, which we have already seen in our previous video. So this, you can say, it is your simple equation. You rearrange this equation in the form and you can write like Vs upon L. So this is your first order differential equation. Di by dt plus R by Li is equal to Vs by L. So we have actually made a first order differential equation, and if you remember how to solve the first order differential equation, one can easily get the solution for It. In case of capacitor, we have find the solution for voltage. In case of inductor, we will find the solution for current, with the special condition that this inductor is initially charged by current known as I naught. Very important thing, just keep in your mind, this inductor is initially charged by some current I naught. In case of capacitor, it was voltage V naught. In case of inductor, the current is I naught. So now can you solve this? For solving this, you know the formula. If I solve this, then the solution of It comes to be It into integrating factor If. I am just writing the formula for first order differential equation and how to solve this equation, into again your integrating factor into Q plus of C. So this is your formula. How that Q is come? Why? Because I have considered this equation in the form of dy by dx plus py is equal to Q, and if you write the solution, that comes to be y into If is equal to integration of If into Q plus of integration constant C. With same I have write this. Okay. So can you write directly the solution? Before writing it, we will find the integration factor, that is If integral factor, that is E integration P of what? Here you can say it is dx. In this case it is If is equal to E. The value of P is basically, if you compare with this equation, the value of P comes to be R by L into dx. Dx is this, here it is dt, so that comes to be dt. So if you solve it, that comes to be e to the power R by L t. Okay, so this is your integrating factor. So one can directly write the equation for the same. This solution comes to be what? That is It into e to the power R upon Lt is equal to integration of e to the power R by Lt into, that is Vs by L plus of integration constant C. Okay, so if you solve this, this comes to be IT into e to the power r upon Lt, that is equal to Vs upon L is your constant. If you integrate this, that comes to be what it is, r by L into e to the power r upon Lt plus of C. This L and L get cancelled out. So if I solve this, finally the value of current IT comes to be, this you can solve very easily, there is no issue, e to the power, this will get cancelled out, plus of C into e to the power minus of r by Lt. Okay, so this is the final solution of current IT. Okay, now your task is to find the value of integration constant C. As I said, the initial value, that is I of 0, the value is what? I naught. Very important thing. So if you put the value of t as 0, so that comes to be I0 is equal to Vs upon R plus of C. The value of I0 is this I naught. So you can say that the value of C comes to be what? It is I naught minus of Vs by R. So this is the value of your C. Now you can put this value here and one can resolve it and find the answer. So that comes to be IT is equal to Vs upon R plus of I naught minus Vs upon R into e to the power minus R by Lt. So yes, this is the solution for current across the inductor in case of RL circuit which is excited by some source Vs. Okay, so if I write in a general form, the current IT is also mentioned in the form of I naught for t less than 0 and Vs upon R plus I naught minus of Vs by R into e to the power minus of Lt for t greater than 0. This term you can also write in the form as this term, Vs upon R plus I naught minus Vs upon R into e to the power minus t by tau for t greater than 0, where tau is equal to L by R and it is a time constant of a RL circuit. Time constant we have already seen in the analysis of RL circuit, so this is your time constant. So yes, this is your final equation. Okay, so yes, for t less than 0 we have seen the initial current was there in the inductor, but for t greater than 0 this is the solution. Now if we again analyze this equation, as we have done in the form as we have done in capacitor, so you can say that IT is basically, it is Vs by R plus of I naught minus Vs by R e to the power minus t by tau. Okay, yes, you can write this equation also in the form of I infinite plus of I0 minus of I infinite into e to the power minus t by tau. Why? Because this I infinite is known as your steady state and I0 is known as your initial current. Yes, I naught is this, that is your initial current, and this is your steady state value. Why? Because you have seen this Vs upon R factor will become constant. So this is a steady state value will remain in the circuit once your initial current will die out with certain transient. Okay, that depends upon the time constant. So you can say that the value of it is basically in this term. So from here the very important solution which is applicable while solving the problem is it is equal to I infinite plus of I0 minus of I infinite e to the power minus t by tau. This is very important, and we will see, yes, this is largely applicable while solving the networks problem. Okay. So the value of it, if I say initial current I0 is 0, so similarly it will become what here? It is Vs by R 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau for t greater than 0 if your initial current is 0. Okay. And similarly, if this is your it, or you can say this is your it, that is Vs by R 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. So what is Vt? That is L di by dt. Or if you solve this, again it comes to be what? It is L Vs by R into e to the power minus t by tau and tau upon tau. And what is your tau? Tau is what? it L Vs by R into e to the power minus t by tau or into 1 by tau, you can write here also. So the value of tau is L by R. If you put this value here, the value of Vt comes to be Vs e to the power minus t by tau. So this is the value of voltage and this is the value of current and voltage. Okay, in case of inductor. So if you redraw the figures, it is similarly like in capacitor we have seen. This you can say level of Vs by R, we are drawing it. This is your T. So this should be the condition. Similarly, if you talk about Vt, this is level of Vs. This is your Vt. Okay. So once your inductor will get fully once your inductor get discharged, a constant value will be appear, that is a steady state value, and once it is get steady state, the voltage automatically will be 0. We have already seen by our differentiation properties. Okay, so this is your it, this is your Vt, and finally this is the solution for the current across the inductor. Okay. So now here also we will see this concept of t equal to 0, t equal to 0 plus, t equal to 0 negative, or t equal to infinite. Okay, with equation it is equal to Vs by R plus of I0 minus of Vs by R e to the power minus t by tau. This is the solution of current it. Okay, all the concepts will remain same for our solution that we will see. That is, I already mentioned you about, first is your natural response and then force response. So if I talk about first condition, you can write it as it is equal to I0 e to the power minus t by tau plus of Vs by R 1 minus e to the power minus t by tau. This is your natural response. Why? Because it is because of the presence of initial current in the inductor and no source was applied, but this is your forced response. Why? Because some source was applied, Vs, that source was applied, and the response which occur in the network is known as forced response. This also you can say that it is ZIR, this you can say that it is ZSR. This is first, this is second. Now if I talk about the transient and steady state, so you see these two terms. This represent your transient, this represent your not transient, steady state, and this term represent transient. Okay, so this we have seen in case of inductor also. Now come to this point, we'll see about this also. The condition of switch remains as it is, which I mentioned in case of capacitor. Okay, so no need to re-explain here. That is a general concept and general thing. Now come to in case of inductor, at t equal to 0 negative, inductor behaves like a short circuit. I already explained in my previous video. At t equal to 0, it is simply an inductor. Just to get the solution, if you talk about t equal to 0 positive, again there are two conditions. Either inductor is initially charged, not charged, you can say it as initially charged, or initially uncharged. So these are the two conditions which we have to take care of. If inductor is initially charged at t equal to 0 negative, from here one can able to understand whether inductor is initially charged or uncharged. If it is initially charged, inductor at t equal to 0 positive behave like a current source. Very important, it behave like a current source. But at t equal to 0 positive, inductor is initially uncharged, it's behave like a open circuit. Very important thing, just keep in your mind. Similarly, at t equal to infinite, if you talk about the condition at t equal to 0 negative will remain as it is, so it is at behave like a short circuit. Now again the same concept which I have explained in case of capacitor, it is di by dt. If you talk about t equal to 0 positive instant, this voltage goes infinite. Practically it is not possible. Okay, V goes infinite, and that's why the meaning of infinite, it means the voltage goes infinite, that is VL di by dt. So from here you can say that the condition it behaves like an open circuit. Since it is not possible, that's why I0 negative and I0 positive is always equal, and that's why we'll say that the instantaneous value of current or the abrupt change in the value of current across the inductor is not possible. That's why I0 negative and I0 positive is equal. However, while solving the problem we will apply this concept. Okay, so this is all about the inductor. Very important, at t equal to 0 negative behaves like a short circuit, t equal to 0 it is an inductor. At t equal to 0 positive, it is classified in two parts, either inductor is initially charged or inductor is initially uncharged. If it is initially charged, it behaves like a current source. If it is initially uncharged, it behaves like an open circuit. At t equal to infinite, it remains like a short circuit. Whatever the condition of capacitor and inductor, up to till this video, whatever I have mentioned here, we will more understand in numerical problem. So don't confuse that how we will apply all these concepts while solving the problem. Simply we will apply and you will see, we will easily get the answers of any complex network. Okay, so one by one we will see it. So this is all about the analysis of RL circuit. Once again we will see one important thing. In case of RC circuit, tau was RC. In case of RL circuit, it was L by R. This is for RC circuits and this is for RL circuits. We have seen Just keep in mind this R and this R is basically, this R is basically as R equivalent. This R equivalent is your Thevenin's equivalent. Okay. And you always find this value R equivalent for RC circuit across this capacitor, for RL circuit across this inductor. And once you know the value of this R equivalent, you can easily find the time constant, because finding out the time constant is one of the very important thing. And you will see in few of the examinations they will simply ask you that find the time constant of a circuit in so and so condition. Basically they will ask you to find the R equivalent, and then finally you have to find the time constant. And while solving the Thevenin's equivalent, whatever the concept we have seen in case of voltage source and independent source, the same concept is applicable. Okay, so in problem solving sessions we will try to more understand how it is applicable and how one can get the answers in a very easiest manner. So my friends, this is all about the initial conditions concept for RL and RC circuit. In my next video we will start with the problem solving sessions. Please with me for the rest of the videos. Okay, so friends, before going for our next session, we'll understand one table. Finally we'll go through one table, and this table is always applicable. This we will draw for t equal to 0 negative, t equal to 0, t equal to 0 positive, t equal to infinite. We will see about R, L and C. Okay, so just remember this table, very important. For all time instant this R will remain as R, but when you talk about L at t equal to 0 negative, L behaves like a short circuit. At t equal to 0 it remains like a L. Okay, at t equal to 0 positive, if two conditions, if charged and uncharged. Okay, two condition. If charged, behave like a current source. If uncharged, behave like an open circuit. At t equal to infinite, it behave like a short circuit. Very important table. Please remember this table. This will help you much while solving the problem. If you talk about the capacitor at t equal to 0 negative, it behaves like a open circuit. At t equal to 0, for finding out the solution, it remains as C. At t equal to 0 positive, again two condition, charged and uncharged. So if it is charged, it behaves like a voltage source, and if it is uncharged, it behaves like a short circuit. And at t equal to infinite, it behaves like a open circuit. So this is the one table which is largely applicable while solving all type of problems of initial condition. So this you must remember. Okay, for L and C it is very important. For t equal to 0 negative, it is short circuit. T equal to 0, L is behave like an L. At t equal to 0 positive, if it is a charge capacitor, charge inductor, it behaves like a current source. If it is an uncharged inductor, it is an open circuit. Uncharged inductor, it means that you will identify from the initial condition. Similarly, at t equal to infinite, it behaves like short circuit. Okay, this I have already explained you. Similarly, in case of capacitor, the same is the condition. This CS represent current source, this VS represent voltage source. And for this condition, you always find your R equivalent. Okay, for finding out the time constant tau here, that is L by R, and tau here as RC, you always find this R equivalent. Okay, and this R equivalent is a Thevenin's equivalent, which you find at this condition either across an inductor in case of L by R, and either across a capacitor in case of RC circuit. Okay, so this is an important table, just keep in your mind, and this table is largely applicable while solving the problems. Okay.